Students, this is the second part of our story. Now, Boli is in the school, and let's continue with the next paragraph. The lady teacher who was in the school, who was in the class, was saying something to the girls, but Bholi could not understand nothing. She looked at the pictures on the wall, the colors fascinated her. The horse was brown, just like the horse on which the Tehsildar had come to visit their village. The goat was black like the goat of their neighbor. The parrot was green like the parrot she had seen in the mango orchard. And the cow was just like their Lakshmi. And suddenly Boli noticed that the teacher was standing by her side smiling at her. So students, when she was sitting in the class, she was looking at the pictures of horse, and she was thinking that she was just as brown as the Tehsildar's horse was. The goat was black like her neighbor's goat. The parrot was green like the other parrots which she may find in the mango orchard. And she had also seen a cow which is just similar to her cow Lakshmi. When she was noticing the picture, the teacher was standing by her side and smiling at Bholi. What's your name, little one? Bo, bo, bo. She could stammer no further than that. Then she began to cry, and tears flowed from her eyes in a helpless flood. She kept her head down as she sat in her corner, not daring to look up at the girls who she knew were still laughing at her. When she was stammering, the other girls were laughing, and from her eyes tears flow, and she was crying. When the school bell rang, all the girls scurried out of the classroom, but Bholi dared not to leave her corner. Her head still lowered, she kept on sobbing. So, after finishing the school, she was in the class, and now still she is sobbing. Bholi, the teacher's voice was so soft and soothing. In all her life, she had never been called like that. It touched her heart. Get up, said the teacher. It was not a command but just a friendly suggestion. Bholi got up. Now tell me your name. So, when the teacher say to her Bholi, she felt that in this way she had never heard his name by anybody. It touched her heart. The voice was very soft, and the teacher said, get up. And it was a friendly suggestion in a friendly manner. Now tell me your name, and asked her name. Sweat broke out over her whole body. Would her stammering tongue again disgrace her? For the sake of the kind woman, however, she decided to make an effort. She had such a soothing voice, she would not laugh at her. So, when again for the next time the teacher was asking her name, and now she decided if for the woman for this kind woman she have to make another effort, but she afraid of laughing at her. Bo, 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 she began to stammer. Well done, well done. The teacher encouraged her. Come on now, the full name. Boli. At last she was able to say it and felt relieved as it was a great achievement. When she pronounced her name, and she felt that it was a great achievement. Well done. The teacher patted her affectionately and said, put the fear out of your heart, and you will be able to speak like everyone else. Bholi looked up as if you ask really. Yes, yes, it will be very easy. You just come to school every day, will you? Bholi nodded. So now the teacher is encouraging Bholi. So student teacher's role is to encourage the students. So to encourage them to learn, okay, to progress in their life, to learn good things, manners. So in this way, this teacher is also encouraging Bholi to pronounce her name and to learn the good things, and she is doing her all efforts to Bholi to come regular in the school. Okay. Bholi nodded. No, say it loud. Yeah, yeah, yes. And Bholi herself was astonished that she had been able to say it. Didn't I tell you? Now take this book. The book was full of nice pictures, and the pictures were in color: dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tiger, and cow, just like Lakshmi. And with every picture was a word in a big black letter. So, students, The teacher gave a book to the Bholi, and the book was very colorful. There was a picture of dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tiger, and cow. So there was a this was a picture of big alphabets or a word picture book. So what happened next? In 1 month you will be able to read this book. Then I will give you a bigger book. Then still a bigger one. In time you will be more and more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. People listen to you with respect, and you will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. Understand? Now go home and come back early tomorrow morning. So teacher is giving the instructions that if you are educated, if you she will give a big book, then another big book, and now in this sequence she will become educated and nobody could laugh at her. Okay, and she is giving the instructions that now you go home and come back early. Boli felt suddenly if Boli felt suddenly all the bells in the village temple were ringing, and the trees in front of the house had blossomed into red big flowers. Her heart was throbbing with a new hope and new life. So when teacher gave instructions, she felt very encourages, and she thought that all the village temples were ringing and all the flowers had blossomed. Her heart was throbbing, beating fast, and she thought that she had a new hope and a new life. So student, in this sequence we read that Boli now is in the school. Everyone was laughing at Boli, but by the efforts of teacher, she is encouraging day by day, and teacher is giving a beautiful picture book and giving instruction to her that you come to school daily. So in this way, teacher plays her role in a very important manner. This is the third part of the story, students. Now many years passed and many things have been changed. So let's continue with the paragraph. Thus the year passed, the village became a small town, the little primary school became a high school. There were now a cinema under a tin shed and a cotton ginning mill. The mail train began to stop at their railway station. So village is converted into a town. The primary school becomes high school. There were a cinema, a mill, cotton mill. The mail train also stopped at the station. So many things have been changed. Boli is also educated and become a literate person. So what happened next? One night after dinner, Ramlal said to his wife, "Then shall I accept Bishambar proposal?" So one day Ramlal told that, "Can I accept the Bishambar's proposal?" So Bishambar is another character in the story. Who is Bishambar? Let's continue. Yes, certainly, his wife said. Bholi will be lucky to get such a well-to-do bridegroom. So Bishambar is a person whose proposal came to Ramlal for Bholi's marriage. A big shop, a house of his own, and I hear several thousand in the bank. Moreover, he is not asking for dowry. So he has a several thousand rupees. He is not asking for dowry. It is a good thing. That's right, but he is not so young. You know, almost the same age as I am. And he also limps. Moreover, the children from his first wife are quite grown up. So this is the worst thing. Bishambar and Bholi's father are same age, at the same age. And Bholi is just like her daughter. Okay. And it is the second marriage of Bishambar. And his children are equal as the age of Bholi. So it is the very worst situation. So what does it matter? His wife replied, 45 or 50. It is not great age for a man. We are lucky that he is from another village and does not know about her pock marks and her lack of sense. If we do not accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life. So students, these statements are given by Bholi's mother. We cannot believe that a mother can give these kind of statements for her daughter. What she is saying? She is saying that 40 or 45 or 50, this age is not a bad age for Bholi to be marriage. And she is getting a poke marks and a lack of sense. So why don't we accept the proposal of Bishambar? And Bishambar's age is 45 or 50, just as her father's age. Yes, but I wonder what Bholi will say. What will that witless one say? She is like a dumb cow. Her mother is comparing her daughter to a dumb cow. Maybe you are right, muttered Ramlal. In the other corner of the courtyard, Bholi lay awake on her cot, listening to her parents' whispered conversation. Now, all these conversations are heard by Bholi when Bholi is on her bed. So, you can imagine that when our parents talk like this about us, how can we feel? So, that kind of feeling is Bholi have inside her heart. Bishambarnath was a well-to-do grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relations with him for the wedding. A brass band playing a popular tune from an Indian film headed the procession with the bridegroom riding a decorated house. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such a pomp and splendor. He had never dreamed that his fourth daughter would have such a grand wedding. Boli's elder sister, who had came for the occasion, were envious of her luck. So Bishambar was very rich person. He came with a big party with a big band, and band was playing a popular tune from Indian films, and the horse was very decorated, and Ramlal was showing such a pomp and show, and Vishambar was showing such a pomp and show. Ramlal had never dreamed about this kind of such a grand wedding for her daughter Bholi. And other sister also envious, jealous of her sister's luck. They are getting. When the auspicious moment came, the priest said, "Bring the bride." Bholi, clad in a red silken bridal dress, was led to the bride's place near the sacred fire. Garland the bride, one of his friends, promoted Bishambarnath. So there is auspicious time for to be getting married with Bishambar, and Bholi is in a red silken bridal dress, and one of his friend, Bishambar's friend, prompted, okay, that garland the bride. The bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigolds. A woman slipped back the silken veil from bride's face. So there was a woman who was present there. She slipped back the silken veil, मतलब उसने उसका घूंघट पीछे से खींच लिया भोली का. Bishambar took a quick glance. The garland remained poised in his hands. The bride slowly pulled down the veil from her face. So suddenly Bishambar stopped his hand, and whatever he was doing, she immediately stopped for a moment because he had seen Bholi's face. "Have you seen her?" said Bishambar to the friend next to him. "She has a pock marks on her face." So Bishambar is now saw the face of Bholi, and she knows about the pock marks. "So what? You are not young either." So his friend said, "If she has a pock marks, you are also old." "Maybe, but if I am to marry her, our father must give me 5,000 rupees. Ramlal went, placed his turban, his honor, at Bishambar's feet. "Do not humiliate me so. Take 2,000 rupees." Now Bishambar is demanding for dowry, a dowry of 5,000 rupees, but Ramlal is ready for only giving 2,000 rupees. "No, 5,000. We are go back. Keep your daughter. Be a little considerate, please. If you go back, I can never show my face in village." Now Ramlal was in a very conflict situation. He has only 2,000 rupees, but Bishambar is demanding for 5,000, and Ramlal is placed his turban in Bishambar's feet. So what happened? Then out with 5,000. Tearing streaming down his face, Ramlal went in, opened in the safe, and counted out the notes. He placed the bundle at the bridegroom's face. On Bishambar's greedy face appeared a terrified smile. He had gambled and won. Give me the garland, he announced. So now Bishambar is feeling very happy because he thought that he had won the match